Hey everyone, it's Moonshine with a KVK wrap up and rant. So, with that being said, KVK went pretty well for us. We had some interesting things happen. Um, One was this Stronghold 40. I'm not sure exactly what he was thinking, but he decided to hit me and got his ass handed to him. Well, they didn't like that very much. So, in the end, you know, let's see, power loss is pretty dramatic between the two. And then we had a little bit of tower fights. And then a mega rally. They did a mega rally on me. Um, they lost 30 million power. I lost 65 or 29 million. Well, if you take the guy that soloed me and took a 60 million loss, they lost basically 90 million power. I lost 69. So in the end, power wise, I took more power from them than they took from me. So with that being said, I mean, I gave up quite a bit on stats, which is the biggest rally I've taken. But with all of that being said, scroll through the troops here that they lost, which basically I got to their T10s and that was about it. So, which is all fine and dandy. KOA makes no sense because the siege towers slash battering rams, none of them died, so I don't believe they actually stand in front of your infantry anymore. So building them to give your infantry a front line to stand behind just doesn't seem like it's there. And maybe if you have traps, then it brings the battering rams and the siege towers up front, in front of your infantry. I'm not sure. So here we go. We're gonna look and see what we lost here. Lost all my T10s, T8s, T6s, some of my T5s, T4s, T3s, T2s, T1s. Okay, that was a majority of my losses. So, basically, had they soloed me afterwards, that probably would have been a complete wipeout. I mean, they made it to the T9s and cavalry. So I have some work to do as far as my troop build goes. A lot of people, you know, could have helped, could have sent reinforcements that would have helped do more damage. I had a few people ask if I wanted reinforcements while I was talking with them, and I turned them down for the simple fact of, to me, it wasn't their responsibility to help. Because basically with this kind of a rally, you need your bigger players to jump in and reinforce you. But in the end, it shows me, more where I need to fix things in the end. I didn't I didn't kill a lot of them. The thing that I'm happy with is they didn't zero me out like I thought it should have. Um, and but the biggest thing with what they did is I don't like KOAs the way they have it reported, because I mean basically everything is under this guy's stats. So in my opinion, all these numbers here, all the troops should be under one thing, in my opinion. That way there you can see, instead of trying, where you got to sit here and look and try figuring out exactly what was sent. I mean, it should be one report, just like the Defender. It should be one report, all the troops. I understand if it falls under different stats, but they don't fall under different stats. So, as you see, they were very, very prominent. All of their people were very, very prominent, if that's the correct word that I'm looking for, on sending all tiers in the Mega Rally. I mean, it's their battle formations that they're sending to a Mega Rally. Okay? To do the most damage possible. So if you're going to turn around and defend or rally something and you don't have all your tiers in there, then basically what you're doing is you're weakening the defense and the damage of your attack that is going to be done. I watched a lot of people today, they only sent their top tier troops, and that's everybody's own prerogative to do as they please. Like this guy, okay, I don't know if the other guy ran Life Preserver or not, but not sending your dragon when it's a mega rally or a mega garrison is a bad idea because of the wounded conversion that you get out of your dragon. But the biggest thing about this report is, they sent all their tiers to do the most damage. And I mean, it was like, I don't know, I want to say between 15 to 20,000 on average of the lower tiers. And combined in the Mega Rally. And I mean, they did a lot of damage, which I kind of expected. So, I mean, you gotta look at what you're doing. You gotta work as a group. You guys gotta understand your battle marches. It's a work in progress. And granted, not everybody's battle march is going to be the same. But when it comes to a mega rally or a mega garrison, you guys need to do what you can to cause the most damage to the opponent while saving as many troops as you can of your own. So that means having your warmonger ring and your warmonger boots on for two reasons. One, to help you get there faster. For two, to help with wounded conversion. And same with your dragon. Make sure your dragon goes with, so you get your full battle march in, because you set up a battle march according to having your dragon. So when you don't have your dragon in your battle march, well, that weakens it, because it's only, you can click your battle march formation, but when you do, the dragon, you lose all them lower tier troops because it's only going to send your high tier troops to it. So, I mean, I lost 1 million troops off of that mega rally, because I have 200 and I think 16,100 in here of my top tier troops, and my sanctum is full with 129,000 or 1,296,600. Okay, this so I lost 1,000,000 troops, and basically they were all my lower tiers. That's what I'm trying to say, is you guys gotta pay attention to what you're doing, because in the end, basically, you're hurting yourself if you decide not to send the proper formation. I mean, if you send all top tiers and they get to them tiers when they do when you make contact with whatever you're hitting or getting hit, it you're basically you're sacrificing up all kinds of power with no meat shield to it to help them do their job better and longer. So, like I said, this is stuff that people don't think about, and it bothers me to no end. And I can't change how people want to, you know, send their own stuff. You know, all I can do is offer advice on how to go about things, you know, and to do the best to protect everybody that's being involved with a mega rally and a mega garrison. You know, I mean, you're looking to go do damage, and the damage that you do sending all top tier troops across the board, basically with very little below, is going to be a wipeout every time. And you're going to do less damage that way than if you take the time, when you have it, to set up a battle march and have good accuracy with it. You know, nobody's going to have it perfect. PRC is pretty well known throughout all kingdoms, and they know their shit. Okay? And they make mistakes. Everybody does. But if you can't take the time to get yourself set up with a good battle march formation that does good damage when you attack something, win or lose, then basically all you're doing is wasting your time. When you're building these troops, you send them to battle and they die because you didn't take the time to properly prepare yourself. So, I mean, in the end, that's what you need to do, is prepare yourself. So, you know, I'm sure I'm probably going to piss quite a few people off with this video that watch it. You know, I mean, to a point, I see views, you know, I don't get no comments, I don't get no likes, which that's not what I'm here for, you know. But if you want to watch this video and it pisses you off, well, say something. Or any of my videos, if you disagree with them, whatever the case is. Because I can't get better at giving advice or trying something different that you think may work better or does work better to help me out. Well, I'm taking the time, and I may not do a lot of videos like the other ones or anything like that, but I try not to give you guys a bunch of information that has nothing to do with the game. You know, to me, a video about people jumping around, playing music in the background, and a few battles that are going on seems to be entertaining to people and they love it. That's fine dandy. But that's, to me, that doesn't teach you nothing. You can watch that video over and over and over again, but in the end, it ain't gonna do you no good, because it's not explaining nothing. And even if you're taking the time to look through their reports, you know, that they're running, if you're taking the time to look at their reports, you should be taking the time to look at your reports on your own screen, in your own game, and applying that to your game. Because copying whatever Hetty does, or Revenge does, or PRC does, or any of these people do, isn't going to do you no good if you're not paying attention to your stats and your troops and what they're doing. Because how they're set up and what works for them may not work for you and your setup. So you need to take the time to do this. And as far as, I've seen it out there, oh, raid killed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you're all bitching about how long raid event is and so on and so forth. But the original gold stage with original kill event where you destroyed your own kingdom was 3 damn days long. And you all bitching about 48 hours and then UAC afterwards? Come on, seriously? What the hell is the difference? It's 3 days of an event, of 2 events, for the same damn thing. So we had 2 days of kill stage in our kingdom, and 1 day of UAC, which was a nap during UAC, but we still had the 24-hour event of UAC. And everybody was happy and go lucky with that. But now that other kingdoms can come in and raid your shit, you guys want to bitch about it when it's not your own kingdom killing you no more, but you wanted to bitch about that also, and UAC was in the middle of it. Now they have the kill event and then UAC afterwards, and you all want to bitch about it. Okay, well, in my opinion, it should be KBK, raid event, and the throne should be dealt with in kingdom, not other kingdoms taking it. KOA, you want to do stupid shit like that? Make an actual true Avalon where all the kingdoms go to that Avalon and become king. That's each kingdom having an Avalon. I don't remember that many Avalons. There's way too many. There should be one major Avalon and then a throne for each individual kingdom. But there again, that's my opinion on this, because these dead kingdoms and so on and so forth, that's because people are tired of the spending. They can't afford to keep spending, and they've made it to where the free player, basically all they are is something for the big spenders to go hit and feel good about all the money that they've spent. So you want to spend whatever you spend on the game, that's your choice. But you want to bitch because, oh, there's all my friends are gone, blah, blah, blah. Revenge, you're a big one on this one. All my friends are gone and raid killed our kingdom. Well, then that pretty much means that unless it was an event that benefited you and your alliance, like holding the throne, which you pretty much don't give a shit about anymore, and you're gonna promote your game and do whatever, you're a fucking joke and a hypocrite. Because you promised people 6 months ago that game was gonna be out, and all you've done is fucking lie in the end. So when you want to bitch because people aren't playing anymore and whatnot, how about because people have lives and they've finally realized this game and the time that they put in it could be spent with their families. The money could be spent on their families instead of this game. Maybe it's time for you to grow up a little bit and get a real life. Yeah, you may be well traveled and be sitting on money and whatever else. You're a fucking hypocrite in the end, Revenge. And that's just the flat out fucking truth. Because you tell people, oh, don't buy this is garbage. But then you go buy all of them and you say that's to show us what not to do. No, that's a fucking hypocrite is what that is. And when it comes to these events, that's all you are. You bitch and you piss and you fucking moan about it. because you're worthless. You've spent all this money and criticized KOA all the time for what they're doing, and you're going to turn around and make a game that you say is going to be free to play, and maybe spend, on skins and blah blah blah. In the end, you're a joke, because it will never be free to play, because you are not good enough as a person to keep your word when you're a hypocrite trying to help people. So, with that, that is the end of my rant. Y'all have a great day. Take care and stay safe.